Welcome back to the Morning Blend, where we're taking a walk through West Bend. And today we're stopping at one of the West Bend's crown jewels. It's the Museum of Wisconsin Art. And now through September 17th, the museum will feature 4 themed exhibitions which view the world of fashion from a variety of perspectives. Laurie Winters is the executive director and CEO of the museum, and she's here with Miranda Levy-Adler, the curator of the Contemporary Threads fashion exhibit. Miranda is also a U.S. veteran who served 8 years in the military and a former contestant on Project Runway. Welcome to the Morning Blend, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
I love this. This is super cool. Let's talk about, because this is something people can come see going through September. But you got to get there. You got to get there. You got to see it. What is a state of fashion? That's what this whole exhibit is about.
You know, it's celebrating over 100 years of fashion in Wisconsin. You know, most people think of, you know, green and gold jerseys when they think of...
I was going to say, do they think of fashion in Wisconsin
they will
together?
After they see, they will after they see these 4 exhibitions. So it's everything, you know, the earliest dress in one of the exhibitions is from 1878, and it goes up to the present day with 10 contemporary fashion designers like Miranda.
Yeah. What was your inspiration behind doing this? Why did you decide this is what we need next at the museum?
Oh, well, we just feel like things like fashion and graphic arts and commercial design, they're an art form. And, you know, Miranda works at the museum, and once you, she's the head of our education department, and once you see what she does, like this fantastic dress, there's no doubt that this is just an absolutely stunning art form.
Absolutely. We'll talk about the Contemporary Threads exhibit, because this is going to feature 4 different exhibits within the theme, correct?
Well, the Contemporary Threads exhibition features 10 designers that have a Wisconsin connection. We have 4 Project Runway designers. We have Alex Ulickney, who has designed for I'm blanking on her name right now. Lady Gaga. Oh my gosh,
wow.
sorry.
Okay.
Who is amazing.
Yeah, you can't forget that
No,
one.
and his work's amazing right here. Yeah,
that's
it's
beautiful.
made out of thousands of zip ties. He's just fantastic.
Wow.
So we have some really heavy hitters in Wisconsin. Who would have known?
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of the things about Wisconsin is a lot of times there's these little hidden gems. There's things that people don't realize. Talk about this beautiful dress. This is your creation. Sure. It is gorgeous.
This was actually just designed for Michelle Nass for our biannual art ball, and it was just really fun to make. Lots of embroidery and some vintage appliques, and I think it turned out really lovely.
Yeah. What do you think the whole exhibit and the work that you do says about Wisconsin fashion? Because, like we joked, people don't usually associate the 2 things together.
That it exists. You know, there is some heavy-hitting fashion designers here, and they take inspiration from the place that they live, and I think it's just pretty amazing to be able to showcase them.
Absolutely. It's beautiful stuff. Laurie, talk a little bit about the Rodis collection. Yeah. That's one of the collections being featured.
Yeah, there was a wonderful article a couple of months ago about the collection in the New York Times, so it's already sort of hit the national press.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's, over 26 dresses in the exhibition, dating back to the late 19th century. You know, there are samples of beautiful clothing from every decade in the 20th century, and it's the history of it's the history of design, it's the history of fashion right here in this exhibition. And believe it or not, it was collected by 6 generations of women from Marshfield, Wisconsin, kept in an attic in perfect condition. And here it is. I mean, here it is. It's, you know, it's returning home. This is the first time it's ever been on view in the state of Wisconsin.
This is incredible. I remember one of my favorite things. I traveled abroad this last summer, and one of my favorite things was seeing all the clothing through the years of the Queen and things like that. This is very much our Wisconsin version of that, and it's so cool. Talk a little to the children's collection, because Florence Eisman, you've taken photographs of local children featuring her clothes.
Yeah, another great exhibition, the first
How cute
retrospective.
Is this?
Oh, yes, it's pretty amazing. There are over 100 Florence Eisman garments in the exhibition. The kids are so cute. You know, she started this clothing line in Milwaukee in 1945, grew it into this national, even an international company. And
I didn't know that until I had read through your information. I didn't realize that she was here.
Amazing, yeah. You know, the small little 88-pound Jewish woman who lived in Whitefish Bay, whose doctor told her after she had her 2nd child to keep her hands busy to help with anxiety. She kept her hands busy and founded one of the greatest companies for children's clothing in the United States.
That's phenomenal.
It is a great story, and the history of the clothing, of the children's clothing, is wonderful.
People who come can also get the catalog that you guys have put together with lots of interviews and different stuff inside of the catalog, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really neat. So the catalog is available, and then also Daniel Arnold. I'm not familiar with who that is. Who is Daniel Arnold?
Well, he's the hottest photographer right now. He's been hired by the New York Times to be their street fashion photographer.
I should know this. It's because he's behind the camera. That's why I don't recognize it, right?
The New Yorker, he works for the New Yorker, Vogue magazine, and he's a Milwaukee boy. Lives in Brooklyn now, but he is the rising star in fashion photography. And, so we have a major exhibition, actually his very first museum exhibition at MOA. So it's very exciting. And he's going to be teaching a class later in the summer. So
people, when they come, they can see that as well. You've got this big opening party, so people can come take part. Will they see the whole exhibit at that, or just a tease?
They will see everything, all 4 exhibitions.
I love it. All right, so the Museum of Wisconsin Art, the MOA State of Fashion, you got to check it out. It's June 11th. Through September 17th. The opening party is this Saturday, the 17th. It's from 2 to 5 p.m. wisconsinart.org to find out more and take advantage of this entire great exhibit. Thanks so much for being here, you guys.
Thank you.
And thank you for being a vet.
Thank you.